Hi there, it's Vanessa Baker here, tuning in, coming to you for another session of crafting. And I'm just going to double check that I am actually live, because you never can quite tell, and that my sound is working. So bear with me 1 second. Oh, I think I'm on the wrong thing. Okay, so I'm testing the sound. Okay, all good. Welcome along. And gosh, isn't it crazy at the moment with Christmas coming? Wow, so many things happening, so many events, and yeah, time is running out. So today I've got really cute little envelope gift holder, and it's made with the mini pocket envelope dies, and they're actually on the clearance rack at the moment. Things have changed a wee bit on the website, and we now have a different way for when things retire, and there's a new I can't think what it's called now. It's not retiring list. I think it's just like a sale. So things that are retiring, that Stampin' Up! Are not going to replace the inventory when it's sold out, and you can hop on there and get some really good deals. And for example, these dies are down to $24.40 in New Zealand. So that's they were $60 odd, so that's a great saving. So I'm just going to flip my camera around and we'll get started. Now the inspiration for today actually came from a lady called Janice Gilhooly, and I hope I haven't butchered her surname. And she made these little envelopes, these sort of like these ones. So I've sort of cased her for these ones here in the greenery, and on the back is a little to and from. This is the Golden Greenery Designer Series paper. And so in the tag set, you get a die like this that cuts out the actual shape of the envelope. And then you also get these other accessories. So there's this one here that goes with that one to make the bow. And I'm going to show you Janice's great tips on the bow. And then you've got a little oval with some stitching, a rectangle there with it that's going to have a little embossed or detailed edge. There's a little one to do the ring at the top, a little tag, and a little sentiment scalloped piece. So really, really fun set of dies, and handy to have in your arsenal. And by the way, there is actually coming soon a very similar set with a little folded envelope. And I'll be able to give you more details on that. That's going to be an online item. I was hoping it would be here for today, but unfortunately my order is still on its way. Come on, New Zealand Customs, let my order come through. Okay, so I kind of followed what Janice had done a wee bit and made these ones, and then I made this one here, and this paper is from, gosh, it is from, oh, it's right here actually. It's the one that comes with the sort of ephemera things. It's called A Little Bit Festive. And so you get a whole lot of punch out bits and pieces. And this is a Christmas themed one. So we've got a little teddy bear, a stocking, all sorts of things. I think I've shown you these before. And we made cards or tags or something. So you've got all these like pre-printed, and you just punch them out of the page they come on. So I've used quite a few of those, but also in that same set you get some paper. And so this one with the stripe was done using that paper, and I really like the background of it too. I should have done one in that. It's like leaves with baubles, which is kind of cute. So this one I did a bit of a different thing with the ribbon. I doubled it over, so I've got a hanger as well as the ties hanging down. So you could actually hang that one on the Christmas tree if you wanted to. And here I've used a wreath from one of those punched out pieces and the stars. And then I just embossed the Merry Christmas with white on black, which is one of my favourite go-tos for sentiments. So that's really cute. And these, incidentally, they hold a gift card, like a credit card sized gift card that you can buy in any store these days. But you also could put, if you wanted to put a little note in there, you could add another piece of card that has a little handwritten note to go with your gift. You could fold up some money and tuck that in there. So there's lots of different ideas for what you can use them for. So I might just show you the bow. First of all, we'll do the gold one. So with the gold, this is gold foil, and it's white on the reverse. So when you're putting it together, there's a trick with the little ribbon part there to keep the gold, facing the right way. But to do the bow, you just want to take your bone folder and just curl it, because we're going to curl. You can see the made up one there. We're going to curl that around. So if you do this, it just helps the paper, encourages it in the right direction. You could do this over a pencil, but a bone fold is good. And then when you feel like you've got enough curl, I'm going to get some glue dots. My glue dots have been really sticky lately. They've been like sticking to the paper. So I'm going to put one in the middle. I hope they're behaving themselves today. Right, that's a bit better. So one in the middle, and then one side is just going to fold over and attach there in the middle, and then put a glue dot on the other end. And you just want to be careful you don't put your fingernail into this foil as you're doing that, because it will leave a dent. I can testify to that. Okay, and then just squeeze it in the middle. Isn't that such a cute little bow? And then to do the tails, gosh, my voice still sounds, I've had a cold, and I thought I was better, but I can hear my voice is a wee bit come and go a little bit still. So I'm just going to chop it off sort of where you'll see there's sort of like a indent, and it sort of changes shape. I'm just going to chop it off there. And then this little piece here, it's actually not too bad. You could actually just stick this piece on, but it does sort of add something by having this wrapped around the middle. So I'm going to just start. The one thing to watch out for here is that you don't end up with a little tiny piece that's hard to work with at any point. So I might actually start, and you don't want it to come back onto the front. So I think I'll just go half. I'm going to go to halfway and then fold it around and actually we could put the glue dot onto the center of the bow, and I want to put that at the back. Okay. Stuck to one. Right. I'm wrapping it from the front to the back into that glue dot, like so. And then we'll put a glue dot on the end of this one. That one that I just got stuck to will do. Oh, see, it don't always come off at the moment. Okay, so we've got our glue dot, and then I'm just going to roll that around onto the back. Right, and then finally we're going to attach the trailing little piece of ribbon, again with a glue dot. I think that's just the easiest way. Put the glue dot on there, peel it off, and then just stick the bow on the top. How cute is that? So gorgeous. Okay, so we're going to use that bow on that one. And then I did do a bow, just to have a little play, out of designer series paper. And so just when you're cutting it out, you would just want to think about how the bow is going to sit and which direction. So this is a directional paper, and which direction you want those printed elements to be. So for this one, I made sure that my trees were going to be upright for the bow part, and then for the ribbon part, I've got them the other way. I turned the piece so that the trees are going, what is that? Vertical. So again, even though this is thinner paper, you still want to curl it. It won't take as much curling as the gold did. And we're going to do the same with the glue dots. Okay. Like so. And then I thought maybe, so I've got a paper on the other side this time. So I wondered if we could just wrap it around. So I've got different paper showing at the front. Not, you can't really tell, but this time I haven't had to cut it. To stick it there. And since I've already wrapped it, I think I might just, oh no, I'm going to go with the glue dots. I think it's safer. So I'll put a glue dot. I don't want sticky fingers. So I'll put it on the bow. Oops, hang on. Got to remember what I did. Over like that. Oh, that's right. Janice did say you can do a little tuck. So now I've actually got the wrong side of the paper, so that didn't quite work. Oh, that's because I've started with the wrong side. I've stuck my good side onto the glue dot. Oh dear. Okay, put that off. Yeah, so it's not quite working because I haven't got much of a pattern on that side, so it doesn't actually benefit in any way by using that side instead. I just thought I could show you a sort of a two-toned look. But yeah, that's not really working. So we'll just wrap this around. And then at the back here, just doing a little tuck. So I've got the glue dot on the front. Now I'm going to put one. I take your pick tool. Just going to pick up a glue dot. Doesn't matter if it morphs into a different shape. And put it on there. Fold that bit in. And then I just want another glue dot. I am kind of folding it in half. So the back here, what I'm doing is I'm just going to put a little tuck in the paper. I'm sort of coming over and then folding it back. Like that. So I've got the right side of the paper showing. And then once I've stuck that down, you can see actually I've just stuck it to there. It will sit nicely. although I'm not sure I'm using that one today. It was just a little experiment. So I'll put that up here. Now, getting on to the actual little envelope, I want to do this one because I think it's really cute with this bell paper. This is from the Reindeer Days designer series paper. It's very cute, and it's got reindeer on the other side. I tried to incorporate a reindeer, so like you could have had that on the front, but you end up with, actually that one's not too bad, but this is the reverse. That would be the front. So yeah, you can play with the different sides of your paper. But I've decided to go with the bells for this one. So you've got some score lines. They're a little bit hard to see on the patterned paper, but you will see them when you're closer up and not on video. So you've got one down one side and one at the bottom. So you just want to fold and burnish those and put some glue on those. Now you don't want to have too much glue here. You're only gluing paper, so it's not going to require lots because you don't want it to ooze in the wrong places. And then we're just folding that back one over. It all meets nice and neatly corner. And on the front you get a little peep of the reverse of the paper there, which is really cute. So it's as simple as that to put together. And then we've got our little reinforcer. So I've been folding that in half. And of course you don't have to put ribbon, you don't have to do a hole in ribbon. This could go on a card, it could go on a scrapbook page with a little note in it. Very cute. Now I might grab my tweezers because I'm going to get gluey otherwise. Okay. Just want some little dots around there. And then you've kind of got to eyeball the centre. You could count the number of scallops, but I'm just going to eyeball it. That looks about right. Okay, and just glue that down. Actually, my tweezers would hold that for me very nicely. I'm going to, while that just sits there, I'm going to stamp my greeting on the front. Got a Merry Christmas from Humble Home. Just aiming for the middle there in real red. Okay, that should be fine. And then I'm going to punch a hole. This is a little hole punch that Stampin' Up! Had a number of years ago. If you don't have a hole punch, you can use, there is a attachment, actually it might be on here. Yeah, this one for the Take Your Pick tool. And you can use that to make a hole. But since I have actually got a hole punch, I'm going to use that. Just a little bit hard to see where you punch, but that worked. Okay, good. And then I've got a piece of the red and white baker's twine. So try to remember how I did the other one. I'll go through the middle. I quite like doing that because that means now I don't have to do a knot for my bow to stay. And then, no, I can't remember what I did. Oh, I know what I did. I think I folded it in half and put those ends through. Let's see if this works. Because I had quite a long piece and I didn't want to waste it. It was left over from something. Okay, so we'll put all of that together there, and then those bits hang down. And I think I just tied a knot because they kind of want to stick up. See how they're going in the same direction as the loop? But if I tie a knot there, like that, then they'll hang down. So that was my little hang on the tree kind of one. And then we're just going to put Merry Christmas and our little bow on there. How cute. And let's do the Merry Christmas with dimensionals. Do I have any? Gosh, I've been going through dimensionals in the last little while. All the Christmas crafting. Did see some somewhere around here. Oh, I know. I'll steal some out of my class box. Right. So I think one at each end is probably enough. A little label. Pop that up there. And I'm wondering, yeah, I think I might stick that flat because it's already quite raised, and I think it would be a bit stronger if I glued these bits down. Don't want it coming off. So you see, it's actually quite simple to create on something like this, which is quite a small scale. It's you don't need too many embellishments and things to make it look really cute. And I might just trim those ends a little bit long for my liking. Yeah, there we go. Wouldn't that be cute hanging on the tree with some cash tucked inside? Oh, and we need to put on the back who it's for. So from the Humble Home set, I've got a little to and from. As Janice pointed out, it's great that the to and from are on the same stamp, because often they're hard to line up when we've got a to on one stamp and a from on another. And we'll just pop that on the back. There we go. Then for the next one, I've got the actual house from Humble Home, and I have white embossed that on pecan pie and punched it out. And I was just going to explain, so you could put the house straight on there. However, I think it gets a little bit lost with the background. So what I did is I put a white circle and then put the house, and it just makes it stand out a little bit more. And also you could, if you wanted to, sort of nudge it slightly and cover up the antlers of that deer. So you've just got the one deer showing. And sort of do some playing around and see. Now I'm using this side of the paper for this envelope, and then I'm using the tree side for the next one. So we can have a look at using it in both ways. Just burnish that. So the trickiest part is probably getting a fine line of glue. Got a little bit of glue on the front there. Let's rub that out. Well, that's actually the back anyway. There's the front. Oh, I love it. It's so cute. And I love those little pop of the trees at the top. So that is one thing you do have to think about when you're cutting them out. So when I cut out this one, for example, I checked the reverse of the paper when I positioned the die, and up the top here I was just going to have the feet of some reindeer, so I changed, it was the first cut and I had a long piece, so I changed the part that I was cutting so that I had the antlers instead. But that's probably just me being exceptionally fussy. Oh, the rooster's back. Just had some rain, so he went away and now he's back again. Okay, so we're going to put our little reinforcer there. And that one is Granny Apple Green I've used for that one. Oh yes, let's clip that on. Okay, and then we've got our little house. So I think I'll put the house on dimensionals. I've got some little edge pieces here. He's like literally right outside. Now I might put this on next. So this I'm going to put flat. Do we want to cover up that deer? I think I do. So you could even go off the edge a little bit, but I want to try and keep it on the actual envelope. Right, we'll stick that on. Cute little house, gingerbread house. And then punch our hole. And then I was planning on using this green. Yeah, that still works. Okay. Actually, another one that would be nice with this is linen thread. Would also be lovely. But I feel like I want to use this green. Keep it festive. Now, this time I'm just going to do a normal hanger. So the other one, the piece of thread was already cut. So you can just do a simple one like this where you poke it through, pull the tails through, and that's it. Okay, so there's another cute little gift tag holder. And I've got one more to make. Oh, we haven't done our to and from. Oh, I could do them both together at the end because they're the same colour. So this one is the reverse of the one we just did. There's my bone folder. So, and you do just want to take care of that fold there. Because I've cut this out of Designer Series paper, it has weakened that area a little bit. So just don't overfold it. I love these trees. They're so cute. Perfect size for something like this. And I've got trees showing at the top as well. Okay, so this time let's do the same little hanger. That, and then I've got a little sleigh, and this is from now I'm not sure if it's actually from the Joyful Images ephemera pack or a little bit festive GSP, because they're quite similar. They both have the little poke out pieces. I got a feeling this might be the ephemera pack, the joyful images, because they're on a little bit of a smaller scale. The other ones, because they come with DSP, like I explained, the stripy DSP, I guess they're intended more for either scrapbooking or card making, and so the sleigh is a bit bigger. I might have it here actually, unless I've used it. And they are getting a little bit muddled as well. Oh, see, like there's a truck, so like it's more that sort of scale. Yeah, I might have already used it on something else. Anyway, so yeah, the smaller ones are the Joyful Images ephemera pack. So I was toying with using a tree, but then it felt a bit too tree-like. Everything's tree. It's quite a lot of green, so I thought the red in this was quite a nice contrast. And you could do a little sponge, something in the background there, but I think we'll just keep it simple. That's the whole idea with this, was to keep it something quick and easy and simple to create, but, you know, that looks really cute for your gifting. Just put one there. Yeah, so like I say, I'm waiting on an order. I don't think they can guarantee any longer that things will arrive before Christmas, unfortunately. But for things like this, there's probably a pattern that you can get. You could cut out your own envelopes. Just the beauty of the set, though, of course, is you get all the other dies that help you make the bow and things. So anyway, you may already have the set at home. And then you'll be saying, thank you, Vanessa, you've saved me. Okay. Oh, now we've just got our words to do on the back of these two. So, oops, it's a bit smudgy. Isn't that a cute little tag? I just love it. Okay, so, oh, we're doing to and from, aren't we? Yes. And we're doing, what green shall we do? The bright green. So I've done the bright green for there. Oh, I need to do the hanger on that one too. I wonder if we should choose gold. I've got a little piece of gold here. Just because it's got gold on those presents and sleigh, I feel that it could do with a little gold hanger. I just had that sitting there. There we go. This is that beautiful gold twisted thread. If you haven't used this yet, then you're really missing out. It frays really nicely and easily, and it's a beautiful thread to work with, and it just sits beautifully. It sits flat. I can do a bow to show you. I don't know if you tried a bow with the gold trim that we recently had. It's a lot thicker, and it just didn't sit. You know, the tails would just sort of jut out at funny angles. But this one is beautifully soft. Actually, I quite like that with a bow in the top. Okay, I'm dithering around. Looking for my garden green. What have I done with that? Oh, here it is. It's in the box for tomorrow. Yes, we've got, not tomorrow, Sunday. Sunday I've got a Christmas party. Everyone who's been attending my classes is invited to the Christmas party, and everyone brings a plate and we do some craft. So that's why my garden green was in a box on the table. I will be sharing that project probably, well, after the event. So that's after Sunday sometime. Okay, so I'll turn these over. Oh, isn't that cute with the deer on the back? Seems a shame to cover the trees too. Never mind. And I'll make sure to mention when it comes available the new little envelope. It's more of a closed-in envelope, but you could leave the top open. And likewise with this, you could actually close that down. There's no score line there, but you can just fold it over, and then you've got that lovely little scalloped edge, which would be down here. So thank you to Janice Gilhooly for her inspiration in creating these, and her tips on doing the bow. There are all of the different ones that I've made. So we've ended up with 6. And yeah, really easy to put together, really cute, a fun way to gift something that you can fold up and pop in an envelope. I hope you've enjoyed today's video, and I'll be sending out the instructions in the next little while to all my email subscribers. So make sure you're on my list, and then you will get the instructions and everything, a list of everything I've used today. And I'll see you again next week. Bye.